there, so my name's Heather and welcome to my first video. I'm coming at you with mostly bare face and just like eyeliner and some eyebrow stuff because it's my first video and I want to give myself some confidence. Like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I just want to talk about my current skincare routine. Looks like a lot of stuff, I know. But it's mostly because this past winter has been really harsh here in Chicago. I didn't grow up here. I actually grew up in California, where it's always humid, always like the place I grew up in always had really great weather. So yeah, I basically this is my first real Chicago winter. It's like the polar vortex. It was negative 20 degrees and it hasn't been like that good surrounding that day either. So I wanted to talk about like what I've been doing, or I guess I should start with what happened to my skin, what I've been doing to sort of make up for that, to sort of heal my skin afterwards. Sorry, I'm mostly winging this anyway. And pretty much, yeah, tell you what's been working for me, what hasn't, why I'm using all of these, which I use, which of them I use daily, which of them I don't. But yeah, so I'll start with my toner, which I've been using for a really long time now. It's the Rapid Clear Neutrogena one. I'm almost done with it because this thing is like a savior. I use it, like I just put it on a little cotton pad and I cover my face with it after I wash my face. And I use that pretty much after every time I wash my face, so twice a day. Oh, I should show you what I use for it. Right, should start with what I wash my face with. Okay, so I use this Be Very Ready cleanser, and the way you use it is like you put some on your wet hand and you really like try to foam it up, and then you use the foam to wash your face. And I think it's been working really well. Like at first I wasn't using it properly, so it wasn't really working, but now that I'm actually washing my face properly, it doesn't give those directions, but I follow a channel called Beauty Within, and they sort of teach you a lot of basics, a lot of cool information about products and like ways to take care of your skin, and there's like a cleanser 101 video, and that's one of the things of like that you actually use the foam to wash your face, so that has been really helpful. And yeah, like I love this brand, Formula 10.0.6. Their face masks, like that was the first thing of their line that I used. They were like so amazing. I can't tell you enough. Like I have it was like the peel mask and also the like orange vitamin mask or whatever. So when I first bought them like several years ago, I actually also bought a charcoal cleanser from Lush, and like unpopular opinion, this product was terrible. I don't know if other people don't like it, but I know that like Lush as a brand is pretty well regarded, and like I know I have a friend who's like super into it. But it like that charcoal cleanser stayed in my pores. It made me look gray. It was terrible. And I just couldn't wash it out. Like, so what I did was I used like this brand's face masks after it, and you could literally, like for the peel off one, you could literally see the gray in it, like, and there was no gray left. It was like you could tell it really got deep in your pores. And I used the other one, which was just like a mud mask, and that one had the same effect. Like it wasn't as cool and visible as the peel off mask, obviously, but like there was just no gray afterwards, and I could really feel and tell from like sort of the I would say not prickliness, but you know what I mean, like you can feel it working in your skin when there's gunk in it, and that's what I felt. And yeah, just no gray afterwards. I trust this brand with my life. That's why I went and bought the cleanser when I ran out of my last cleanser, which had like a physical exfoliant, which was super rough. And so I wanted to get rid of something that was a physical exfoliant, and I went with this one. Okay, yeah, so I already talked about my toner, which I do afterwards. After that, I go in with a serum. I bought this Ulta Beauty one. I bought it mostly because it was like buy one get one free, or buy two get two free, which is basically the same thing, at Ulta, and so I decided to go for that. And I wanted to try this out, and I need a new serum anyway. I had previously used the Neutrogena serum, the one with like the little dots in it. I don't know. Maybe I can like insert a photo of it here. But it was super good, and I really loved it, and I wanted to try something new, because the other one was like way more expensive than this, and also I had it at a discount. And just like, I don't think it's as good as the Neutrogena one. I think I'm definitely gonna go back to that one when I'm done with this one. But this has been doing pretty well with keeping me hydrated, so I've still been using it. So for under my eyes, I actually use this serum. I used to use the Secret, like SEA crit, Secret, like under eye serum, but that was because I got it for free because my brother gave it to me. He used to like sell for them, and it's usually like super expensive, but he got like a free thing of it or something, and that like don't get me wrong, the product was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Made my like skin feel just like buttery soft. And now because of the winter weather, like my under eyes are so dry and they're so like they're dying. Which I just realized that I didn't go over like the first effects of the winter weather, but I guess now I'll just talk about it later. Anyway, so yeah, I've been using this under eye serum by Drunk Elephant, which like this, or it's not an under eye serum, but I use it under my eyes. And everyone says that this is super good, that Drunk Elephant is super good. I don't think that this serum has been working for me. Maybe it's not supposed to like be effective under the eyes, but I don't know. I'm kind of bummer. So this product from The Ordinary, the niacinamide serum, this has been super good. Oh my gosh. So I mentioned the Beauty Within video before that like I'm subscribed to them, so I actually found out about this from them, and I'm so thankful. Like, this has been saving my skin, I feel like. The thing they don't tell you, though, is that when you first try it, like, it's super tingly. Like, it's really tingly, apparently, around areas where there's, like, stuff going on, where there's, like, dirt, or, like, it's really going into the pores and doing its work. So when I first put it on, that was happening everywhere. And like, I think my skin is purging now because of it. Like, I guess I'll just insert this here now, which is kind of awkward. Sorry, this is, like, going everywhere. This is my first time trying to do this, but, so, my forehead has not been, like, clear in a long time. And it, like, finally kind of is. Like, all that's left is the scar tissue, I guess, from all the like previous terrible pimples and stuff that was going on there. Because something about the winter weather, like, it's made my oily combination skin dry now. So like, it's still kind of oily, but like now the rest is dry, whereas it was like, so it was like normal versus oily T-zone, but now it's like, I don't know, slightly less oily, but even the T-zone is more dry now, and this area that was normal is even worse. So I've been like really trying to battle that, really trying to get like hydration back in, which is why I use like all these serums, and like this stuff here. but also the niacinamide just like helps calm my skin a lot. And something about the the formula, I don't they didn't mention this in the beauty within video, but when I started using it, it actually like really exfoliated my skin, really got rid of a lot of dead skin. And whenever I use it, like I feel some of that come off. Like if I use it at night, at the end of the day, I feel all of the like dead skin chunks. Like it sounds super gross, but yeah, it was really bad at first, but now it's like way less, which is really like I'm glad to know that it has this sort of like I guess chemical exfoliant element to it. So yeah, that's something to expect if you start using this, and it's not a bad thing. It's like actually really good, or at least I think so. It's been having great effects for me at least. But yeah, I use this on just everywhere on my face. It's like kind of gloopy. But that, like, I don't know, I like that better than a watery texture. Feels like it stays on my face more. And it dries super fast. So after this niacinamide serum, I use the, well, it's like Equate. Like, it's basically the cheaper, uh, generic version of what I think is the Clean and Clear, moisturizer that is basically the same thing, but this one's cheaper, and it has like similar packaging, which is kind of cute. But I love this because it's a really lightweight moisturizer that also helps with pimples. Like I use this after all of this stuff, and to sort of like help with more acids. I guess maybe that's a bad thing, but I currently don't have any other like lightweight moisturizers, and I don't want to risk using a heavier moisturizer, even though I am dry right now, because like I just want to make sure that I'm not like testing too many things on my skin at once. I don't know, maybe it's like a bad thing, but like what I do is even is in the end this is like still moisturizing. And I do use like uh, harder stuff, but I'd rather in the sense of like I use oils afterwards, or I use a sunscreen, which I did right now. I use the Neutrogena sunscreen that is like breakout free or whatever, and it feels really light. It doesn't have a white cast to it. It's kind of why I'm a bit shiny, a bit dewy right now. It's not like as soon as I go outside there, I'm gonna be matte because it's just that drying outside. So that's why I did that, and that's why I'm not like gonna powder it, because I find that when I powder after I put on like the heavier oils and stuff, like that takes away the like a layer of protection, I guess, from the dry air out there. Because as soon as I go out there, like moisture just leaks out of anything. So yeah, uh, that's why like I know that a combination of this and this works, and I know that a combination of this and my sunscreen works. I don't want to like replace this and possibly risk uh, breaking out more because of using a heavier cream, or because it doesn't work out with my sunscreen, which I have to, like I feel like I should and have to wear when I go outside. So yeah, I really love this. I've been using it since high school. Ever since I started using it, it's like been required for me. Like I absolutely love it. Um, this Acure, I think it says Moroccan argan oil. I've been using uh, as like a heavier facial oil to try to keep me. I use it like at night, because at night you also lose a lot of moisture because so many hours just to sleep. So I use that at night over after I do all of this stuff. And basically, like when I first found out about this, it was advertised as a serum. No, it's not a serum. It's very much like just a facial oil, because this is not enough to act as a serum. It's like too heavy to go as deep as these serums do. So actually, when I first started breaking out and I was just using this as a serum, I think that was a big thing, that like this wasn't enough to just moisturize me. You need like the deeper layers of moisturizing and these things to like lock it in. So yeah, basically like a protection against the deeper moisturizing that you have done already. And then finally I use these two things, which is, they're both from Essensi, and I got them both at yesstyle.com. They're both Korean, like, face stuff. This one is a spot treatment. So what you do is you get a Q-tip and you dip it in, and then you just go over any of the spots that you have, and this has been absolutely amazing. Like, I was really looking for a spot treatment because it more happens that I have like certain spots that are problematic and not just like all over. So I really wanted something to intensely focus on those spots, because those spots are the ones that are in pain because of the whitehead, or that are like just unsightly. And then afterwards I used the blemish cream because I felt like my blemishes were really not going away. Like the scars from the pimples, they were just there for months and months and months. And I started using this and they're fading a lot faster, so I actually really like this. And they're both from Essensi, I think that's how it's pronounced. And yeah, love them both. Very, very effective. But yeah, that's all that I've been doing so far. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful, especially if you have also experienced the extreme winter weather that has suddenly changed your skin. Like, I was totally not prepared for all of the breakouts that I've had. I've usually in the past just have like one single breakout and that's it at a time, and now I'm having them like all over. Nothing as bad as acne. I won't say that I'm like at that level. I won't say that I'm like experiencing that kind of like, I know that there's a lot of like social pressures and self-doubt pressures that comes with having a full face of acne, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that mine is like anywhere near as bad as what you were experiencing, and I'm not saying that I'm like experiencing trauma. I don't know. I feel like everything I'm saying sounds bad, but I'm like not trying to invalidate anyone's experience is basically what I'm saying. Yeah, so hopefully this video is helpful. I don't know. I really recommend all of these products. Maybe not these two as much. I'm gonna go back to the Neutrogena serum for sure. And maybe just use that under my eyes instead, because I know the Neutrogena serum is super good. But yeah, hope you have a nice day. See ya.